Anyway, guys, welcome. There is some stuff that's going on that's coming up very, very soon for everybody. And you know, I have this little kit right here that we're going to talk a little about. But Intel Gamer Days is right around the corner, which is probably one of the most fun times. I'm going to go to my unboxing zone. So these are the kits. I know I've seen Blue Horse Studios. There's a number of people who get these, and they have stickers all over them. But let's see what's actually inside of the kit right now. And I'm actually kind of seeing this at, oh, this is very well packed. Okay, so of course, you always get your classic Chippy, right? You get a Chippy Lego kit. So you get a bunch of little stickers, which is actually really cool. You get socks. It looks like a keyboard.
Cool? They're all cool.
They're all cool. But this one's, okay, yeah, you're right, sorry. Yeah, thanks, that's fair, that's fair. But this one is actually like a keyboard. So it's like a keyboard desk mat. That's actually really rad.
That is, yeah, I like that.
Dude, this PC came out beautiful. And if you don't remember, this was one of the ones that we did a while ago on Mod Workshop.
You can tell that, you know that the cable management
the cable management. I actually, sadly, I actually picked this up at Best Buy. I'm just kidding. Those are all the parts we're putting inside of this. And again, we'll be giving this PC away on IG, TikTok, and YouTube at a later point. But we still have the beautiful Be Quiet PC that we're going to be giving away here on the show. Dude, look at that. It's like it's all translucent. Wow. Aaron, we got you in this nice triple way, but then we can just go full screen on you. You know what I mean? So it's just you. Look at that. That's just you looking good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think this one was actually made after me because I was there from like the beginning. So like, yeah, see, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's me.
But my job is to come up with new technologies that actually further Intel hardware and software. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about Intel application optimization, or otherwise known as APO, and how it helps with gaming and the hardware that's needed to run it.
Tell us a little bit about APO. Like, what is Intel application optimization, and how did it come about?
But we wanted to basically provide an opportunity for Intel to enhance gaming performance and performance in general on the system, similar to how graphics cards will come out with a driver. And then as they refine the techniques within their graphics card to extract the most performance out of their system, they will revise that driver and you'll get benefit. You'll wake up one day, download a new driver, and you get additional frames per second on your game. We wanted to do the same thing with our hardware. Operating systems are great, but they're really slow to move.
How do we go about using APO?
That's a good question. So there are some requirements that need to be in place. So your motherboard, first of all, has to support APO. And I know at the beginning, we were trying to enable all the vendors. It took a little bit of time to get that out in the ecosystem. Thankfully, all of them now have APO capabilities. So that has to be available. And sometimes you'll see that in BIOS, it'll be listed under Intel DTT, or it'll actually be called out separately as Intel application optimization. So it can be different depending on whether you have a Gigabyte board, an Asus board, ASRock board. But that has to be enabled. Most of those should be enabled by default. When that happens, you should be able to download the DTT driver, and Intel APO comes as part of that DTT driver. So it will be operational at that point for the games and the hardware that's on your system. And then if you want to have a user interface, we offer that through the Windows Store. So if you go to the Windows Store, you can download a user interface for APO. And in that, it'll list all the games that are available for your system. And then we have what we call an advanced mode that you can toggle. And you can try games that perhaps in our stock configuration didn't work and provide an update or an upside for your system. You can try those out on your own personal system to see if it does provide you an upside. Your various operating systems out there, without naming brand names, right? Sometimes it takes a while to get updates through them. And so having a driver that sits on your system enables Intel to be very nimble in providing you some near real-time updates to better the performance on your system. So APO is created to help take advantage of that. We've got some other drivers, DTT, that sit on the system that help with thermals and with power. This one helps with performance. We're trying to make this as hands-off as possible, and that ease of use will continue. We're going to try to make it easier as we move forward.
No, that's great. I have a question for a friend who likes to overclock things. He's, just a friend. How did the overclocking influence the APO here, or yeah, what do you think can we expect from that?
That's a great question. I have a friend that overclocks quite a bit too. His system's right back here in the corner. That's pretty well. We do not affect overclocking. So if your system is overclocked, either with RAM or CPU or graphics or any other metric that you're using, APO will try to take advantage of that.
It's funny enough, like I knew about APO, but I had no idea so now when we do our builds on Intel builds, which we have a number of them coming up, we'll just make sure we put it in there and show people on the live streams, because even I learned something here, which I didn't think was possible being the world's most knowledgeable guy ever. Which is not true at all. I actually got in trouble from Falcon Northwest because they're like, your BIOS hasn't been updated in a while, Robey. That's not good. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'll fix it. But the thing I love about BTF supporting motherboards is, check this out, is that you can use those little gaps still to run
to the side.
To the side, so your cables end up looking way better.
Is there a friendly fire activated in Battlefield 6? I'm asking.
I will test and make sure. I will see. I'll let you know.
That's what I'm worried about.
Alex is like, yep, it works. Yep, there's friendly fire. Justin killed me. Oh, boom.
Oh,
look at
nice.
that.
That was a nice click.
That was a nice click. Ooh. Failed. Well, this one is not feeling very well. Oh, that was good though.
Oh, there's 4 of us. Oh my God.
There it is.
There it is.
Bring it on.
We're ready.
Dude.
And he was dead. He was my friend named Ted.
The game runs really well. It actually runs a lot better this weekend than last weekend, I will say. Last weekend my computer sounded like a
jet engine.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, it still is a fun game, right? You know what I mean? I don't want to, it's just, we're just not very good. Have an absolutely amazing rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys next week on Thursday for another episode of Intel Live Mod Workshop. We'll talk to you guys later.
Guys.
Bye, Alex.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, my friends.